Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 16 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. You can see me just logging in here for the first time. Basalt Cobblestone, why are you in there? Interesting. So I'm just checking in on my system here. Oh yeah, there we go, Basalt down here. Should have made its way down. Oh, you know what? I never did hook up a logistics pipe down here. That explains why that's there. One thing I want to do real quick before I even start anything and say much more is fix a mistake I made last episode. You guys probably noticed that I set up an intersection on one of my pipe systems down here and did not hook up a logistics pipe to that intersection. So definitely don't forget to do that because I always forget because I'm a noob. So yeah, important not to forget. So now we're cool. I should get a logistics pipe on this guy and, set him up the same way as all the others, which I'll probably do maybe off camera because you guys have seen enough of that. And then probably a few other things I'd like to tackle today. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. Alright guys, so you can see me here just crafting up my logistics stuff, getting ready to do that. One other thing I want to do is get a chunk loader in my house, as I might be, spending time elsewhere for a little bit at least. Maybe I'll put it down here, because I don't want to mess with this little area too much. Diggers, where you at, buddy? Get that dirt back. There we go. I'm probably just going to sneak it right down there. That looks good. That way my house here will always stay chunk loaded, and if I'm out in the world and maybe have to log off or something, I might have to get back here quickly, whatever, not have to worry about this house of mine getting unloaded. Also have some items showing up in here. You can see some sand appearing in the chest and disappearing. What that is doing is actually popping into my recycler here, which is dutifully recycling my sand. I'm definitely going to have to work on a couple things industrial craft related this episode. I need more power, and I need at least another recycler or two. But I'll do those quickly off camera, because you guys have seen me do that whole recycler thing plenty of times, and you've also seen me do the power gen stuff. So I'll be back in a few once I've gotten pretty much everything I want to get done. Alright, as you guys can see, I crafted up 4 new solar panels here. Hooray! Put away some of the items that I, got doing that. And let's store away our metals and whatnot. That looks good for now. Now, the thing about solar panels is, number one, you need a lot of them if you want to generate any good amount of power. Obviously, 1 energy unit per tick is pretty small. And number two is, this is a little probably less known, but if you have like a lot of solar panels, I mean like a crazy, ridiculous amount of solar panels, more than I'll probably ever have in this Let's Play series, you might run into some problems with lag, because there's going to be a lot of things going on to deal with all these solar panels going on. So somebody made this really cool mod that I've just installed and added to my forum post for you guys to go download and check out. It's called the Advanced Solar Panels mod. Alright, so for the Compact Solars mod, here's the deal. You can take 4 solar panels and combine them in a crafting table with a low voltage transformer, and you get a low voltage solar array. And that produces 8 energy units per tick. Note that you need 8 solar panels to create one of these. So it's really just compacting it. That's why it's called Compact Solars. It's not overpowered in any way because you're not getting any more energy than you would with 8 solar panels. It just saves on space, and it also saves on lag for your computer. So I grabbed a few pieces of copper here and some copper cabling and some wood, and I can make myself a low voltage solar array. Now I also wanted to grab my wrench from Industrial Craft, and of course I forgot that, so derp. That's why I like the little portable hole thing. Alright, where are you at, wrench? I gotta get around to making a alchemy bag or something from Equivalent Exchange. I really need to start carrying around some items with me. I'm always having inventory issues, even after I get one of those bags, believe it or not. So what I want to do now is, remember, we want to be careful not to lose these solar panels that we've got up here. Well, I told you guys that if you right-click to knock your panels off, you might lose the item. So if I hold M and right-click, it will make sure that lossless wrench mode is enabled. It requires more energy to do, but you're guaranteed not to lose your solar panels. And so far I've collected 7, so let's grab 1 more. That looks good. And I'm going to clean this up just a little bit here. Just get rid of all this stuff that we don't need. There we go. Much better. And then I can craft LV transformer in the middle, and low voltage solar array. Cool. So now we're producing a little bit more EU, but I just created a new problem for myself. It's producing 8 energy units per tick, and these tin panels can't handle that. So why don't I go get something that can handle that? I'll be right back. So I'm going to use some of these guys, the old fiber cables. They're glass fiber cables, not fiber optic, which is something I always call them, and I know I'm a noob for saying that, but, you know, I told you guys I was a noob. You didn't believe me, though. Let's hook it up like this. That should work, maybe, possibly. I bet if I do this, actually, it might be even better. That looks cool. Of course, I'm going to have to use my electric wrench again. And look how low my backpack is. It was full before I started doing this. So there you go. Much better. So solar panel and a low voltage solar array will work just fine on the end of these things. Probably want one here and maybe here. That looks cool. I'll make this a little fancier in the future. Now, the only thing about these low voltage solar arrays that I haven't mentioned yet, there we go. Low voltage transformer, get you a low voltage solar array. You can combine 8 low voltage solar arrays with an MV transformer to get 64 energy units per tick. And you can combine 8 of those with a high voltage transformer to get 512 energy units per tick. So in the end, you'd have to craft 512 solar panels, but hey, that's a lot of energy. It's kind of worth it. And 512 solar panels all by themselves would not be fun to play. So I'm going to get cleaned up with my inventory and get on to building something new. Oh, and I should also note that the reason that I've got sandstone building up in here is because I didn't give it a route to go down. So I'm going to go place it in my fancy blocks mod area here, you know. Sandstone's pretty fancy. And, yeah, I think we're cool. Alright guys, so remember how last episode I said I'm building the beginnings of my railway system here, and that's basically what this is all about over here. I'm doing my best to kind of get, you know, a rail system working. Looks like my engines ran out of fuel, and that was the problem I mentioned I would be having pretty soon. So, how am I going to resolve that? Well, I want to do something similar with this whole chest cart idea. I want to, and you can see the quarry stopped running because of the lack of fuel, etc., etc. So I'm going to build what I'm probably going to replicate for future builds. But again, this is kind of a work in progress / proof of concept where I build it this way, like, you know, relatively close to where I'm at, and then hopefully come up with a better plan later. Or, you know, at least re-implement what I did already later, again, if it works out well, which I hope it will, because that would be cool. So just going to clean up some area around here because I need a little bit of space. Not too much, but, you know, will be cool. Place down a tank, I'm thinking, right here. And then what I'm thinking is another one of those valve pipes. I should have a bunch of stuff upstairs. Let's pop up there real quick. That's what I get for taking my remote off. Probably going to need quite a few items. Some of this and some of that, and who knows what else. That'll be good for now. Yeah, why not? So my thoughts here are have a valve pipe and have this tank set up so that it will just constantly fill up the engines here, right? I'm trying to think of a good way to do that. I'm probably going to have to move this lever, which I'll probably do now. So craft another lever, which I'm going to need for my valve pipe. There we go. And then place this guy here. And then some golden waterproof piping like this. There we go. Now that will supply my tanks. And then I'm going to want a lever on the valve pipe. I'm going to need another one anyway. So let's keep the valve open there. And then one more lever for the, you know, redstone on the engines. This guy. Cool. Now let's figure out how we can get a tank to refill this thing. I'll be right back. Alright, so I want to build another one of those dispenser things, and I just ran into a minor problem that I'm going to solve pretty quickly. I'm teaching bricks and clay, and brick, I guess, to my transmutation table here. I'm going to transmute these bricks back into these bricks. So just, made, 4 for 1 there, because I need a few of those. And I'm going to craft myself a couple neat little new toys. I need 2 pressure plates, and I need to surround them with bricks. There we go. And that will give me a detector tank. And the detector for tanks is an item you can use in Railcraft here when you want to detect if there's a tank on the rail above it. But that's, of course, not going to be what I'm using it for. Nope, not at all. I need myself also a couple more of these guys. And I'm going to have to craft up something like this. There we go, pair of bows. And I can use my detector tank to make an item liquid loader and a liquid unloader. So the same deal that you would load and unload items with the item loader and unloader, we're going to do the same for liquids here. So I need a tank in the middle, and the detector, tank, and the dispenser. Cool, so let's get a couple tanks. There we go. And tank here, and I need the dispensers too, of course. And for that I believe I need some redstone. Should have made those first. Not a big deal. Dispenser, dispenser. Cool. So 1 of you, 2 of you, and 1 of you. Right. Heh, not glass. Tank. I know what I'm doing. Liquid loader. Liquid unloader. Cool. Alright, now I hope I've got everything I need for this. We're going to see in a moment here. Let's head upstairs, actually, to this room. And what I want to do is build a few more tanks inside this room. I'm thinking something like this. Let's see. Tanks. Plenty of them. 8 should be enough. I don't think it's quite as many as I need, but we'll see. And I'm going to place them in this corner of the room. This is going to be where pretty much my excess fuel gets stored. And what I want to do here is just run some golden waterproof piping, like so. That looks good. And then I can activate this lever and let all the fuel flow through. How nice is that, right? And I'm going to turn my engines on in here again, because I want them producing more fuel for me. So go on, guys, have fun. Now what's going to happen is this is going to keep these engines running, and then any excess fuel that's not needed is going to go hang out in this tank. Let's dig through the wall. And over here, what I'm thinking, and hopefully I'm not too crazy for thinking this, let's build ourselves a little bit more of a walkway so that I don't fall to my death. Maybe something like this. I want to place... how do I want to do this? Give me a sec to think it through. Alright, I decided to do it this way for now. We'll see if I like it, and if I don't, well, I'll have to change it. Because I don't like things often. That's why you have first drafts sometimes. You want to test it out and see if it works out. So let's do something like this. I might need a few more liquid. I probably will. Yeah, let me get a couple more pieces of cactus. I'll be back in a minute. There we go. Much better. And you guys can see that I lost my helmet up here, by the way. It was very low on durability, and it happened while I was harvesting my cactus. My cactus broke my helmet. How uncool is that? Alright, so I think I've got everything the way I want it. Liquid loaders. Cool. Liquid loaders function pretty much the same way that you would expect the item loaders to function. And maybe I want to put this guy over here. This might be a cool spot for it, like right here, right? What do you think? Yeah, that might be cool. And then some cobble back here for it. And maybe I'll clean this cobble up in a bit and make it fancier. But they work just like item loaders. You place some powered track underneath, and you're going to need a liquid cart to be able to transport this stuff. So I've got some iron here. Let's get out our portable crafting table. Probably one of my favorite parts about the equivalent exchange mod. And you just take a mine cart and stick a tank on top. Ta-da! You've got a tank cart. Cool. And I have a valve pipe back there. I'm going to apply a redstone signal to it in a second. As in now. Ta-da! And the liquid unloader here. Is that a loader or unloader? That's an unloader. I don't want that. I want a liquid loader. Inventory tweaks probably snuck up on me. So what I'm going to do is tell it to keep the cart here if it's empty, but I'm not going to tell it to wait until the cart is full. As long as liquid's flowing into the pipe here, it will keep trying to load up the cart, and it'll fill it up if there's enough liquid. But if there's not enough liquid in this storage bin, it'll send the cart away as long as there's some liquid in there. So that's what this setting is all about right now. And I don't think I'm going to use a portal system here. I'm going to actually use like standard rails to kind of send our cart down here. So you can see I started building like a little staircase type deal, and then I decided nuts to a staircase, and now I need to just do it again. So how about I build this out, and I'll be right back. Alright, I don't have a terribly elegant appearance to this, but it seems to work. I just kind of like a little stairwell that leads down here, zips around behind this little tank, and we'll see how it works. Remember, this is more a proof of concept. I'm going to have some more stuff in the future that will probably change the way this works a little bit, probably using portals for some of my stuff further away. So actually what I want to do here too is move this over one, because you do, unlike item carts here, you do need to hook up your liquid pipes to your liquid unloaders. So, get down this thing here like this. There we go. And then a liquid unloader goes right here. Ta-da! And we'll have another powered track like that. And we want to stop the cart when it gets here, so that's what this thing's for. We'll even make it look nice. Why not? And then another valve pipe. And remember with valve pipes that you want to make sure that the darkened end is on the side that's getting pulled from, and the lighter end or the undarkened end is the side that you want to send it to. And we're going to tell this thing, we don't want the cart zipping back and forth if it's not empty. So I'm going to tell it to wait until the cart is empty and set it to true. That way it'll make sure that the cart's empty before it sends it back up the line to get more stuff. And hopefully one powered track is enough to get it up that little ladder there. But if not, I can set up another powered track with a redstone torch or something. Not a big deal. So let's go give this a try. Ideally, we should see this stuff start working. I'm going to head up here, if I can. I'm just going to climb up a little bit. And push my cart right up there. And it should start pumping. You can see the liquid getting drained out of this pipe here, meaning, yeah, we're cool. We're putting some liquid inside the tank cart. Now, tank carts used to show the liquid inside, but I've noticed they aren't right now. I don't know if it's a configuration issue that I have, or if it's a bug in Railcraft at the moment, but rest assured this tank cart is getting filled up. And it can hold about 1 tank's worth of liquid. So you can see it's getting drained out of here. That's an indication that it's running. And let's head downstairs and see what happens when it shows up. Hopefully it'll kick off there soon. See if we can see it from here. And I'm in a pool of water. Come on, tank cart. Finish filling and kick off, would you? Hey, there it goes. It's zipping along. It's coming right down, and it's going to stop right here. And we have to apply a redstone signal here, something I kind of forgot about, so not a big deal. We'll just do it like so. And then it'll start dumping out the liquid, which will then get dumped out into my combustion engines. Hooray! And they're all starting to run again, which means my quarry can run and everything's cool. And this is like a little buffer tank right here. What's basically going to happen is this thing's going to fill up eventually. The tank cart's going to go get some more liquid and, keep this tank full. And as soon as that tank cart, or as soon as this tank is full, this tank cart won't be able to put more liquid in, so it's going to stay down here until it empties out completely. So this is like a little buffer area, and we should no longer ever run out of liquid down in these combustion engines, ideally. And once this thing's done, we're going to see it go ahead and drain all its liquid out and then zip back up. Hopefully it makes it all the way back up there, like I said. I could have used an elevator rail, which is a type of rail in Railcraft, and there it goes. Cool. You going to make it? No, you are not going to make it at all, are you? That's fine. I'll deal with that in a second off camera, adding a few more of these little... Wow, you really don't want to make it, do you? That's alright, I can fix it. It can be fixed. Let's get another powered track here. If I just put 1, is it enough? Might need 2. Let's do that. 2 here, and hopefully that's enough just to get it up that little slow incline. If not, I'm going to have to go make more powered tracks, which is not a big deal. I was saying there's elevator rails available in Railcraft. I might have used those, or I could have used a portal, which I'll probably use for some of my more long-distance things. So if we bump this guy back on here, it should zip up. Gonna make it all the way up there, buddy? Hey, yeah, you did. Good. So two powered rails was enough. And now he's going to start filling up again. So I'm going to let this continue along, and I'll be back when it's done. And maybe I'll see if I can figure out why that thing isn't showing anything in the tank car. Cool. So it does seem like this system is working for the most part. Not terribly elegant with the whole, rotated thing there, but it'll work for now. I'm going to move on and let this quarry do its job. So I'll be back in a little bit once, oh, wow, you're filling up a lot. I did bump this guy up to 256, by the way, so we should get a lot of items before it decides to zip off. Looks like it should be pretty darn close to going, too. Neat. Yeah, it's got 256 already. I wonder what's up with that. You know what? Maybe it resets that counter on load and unload of the world. Oh, maybe I'll mention that to Covert. Alright, I will be back. Alright, looks like my engines here have completely filled up, so we should get a backlog going on inside the tank here. And what'll happen is this thing will probably zip back up for the last time, grab the last of the fuel that it needs, and then zip back down to, do that. There we go, yep, see? Backlog of oil, or fuel there. Awesome. Alright, I'll be back. Oh yeah, look at that. All that cool stuff being dropped off by my railcraft cart. Loving it. So cool. And away it goes to collect more items. Alright, let's get to working on some Thaumcraft stuff for a few minutes. I would like to do a little bit. Let's see what we got going on in this room. There we go. Alright, so going to steal about that much paper. Looks good to me. And toss it in here. Get myself a handful of books. And I've got probably a few in here somewhere. I want to do a little bit more research. Just see what other cool things I can discover here. I did get, it looks like, a fragment of lost knowledge. So let's put some books in here and make sure to research that guy. Cross our fingers. Low chance of failure these days, which is nice. I do want to get more brains around here, though. Ah, failure. Low chance, but still happens. I should go hunt zombies for a bit. How am I for brains? 3 of them? Alright, I can handle that. Let's do this. I should have some soul sand I remember was needed. Not in here? I thought I was keeping it. Oh well. What else was needed for that little thing? The brain in the jar guy? Oh yeah, glass. Cool. Oh, soul fragment. Cool. Looks like we've got a new item required for the brain in the jar. I did upgrade Thaumcraft, so it looks like I need a soul fragment now. Where do I get one of those? Good question. Alright, soul fragment, zombie brain, and glass. Alright, let's see if I can figure that out. Alright, so according to the Thaumcraft wiki, which is now updated with this new nifty little recipe, if we put 5 pieces of soul sand inside of a dark infuser, it's going to get me one of those soul essences. I think. What, am I low on stuff or something? What you doing, buddy? Probably needs more of something. Looks like these guys gotten gummed up again. Wonder what's causing all that gumming up of the works. I should mention that to Azanor. Hey, there we go. Maybe I'm just running it wrong. Who knows? Hey, soul fragments, woot! Let's get another one. I'm going to go with 2, because I just happen to have 10 pieces of soul sand on me. I should note that the wiki mentions that creating soul fragments in a dark infuser is highly inefficient, apparently. And there should be a lot of care taken to make sure... Oh, you know what I bet the problem is? So I'm trying to run too much taint and too much, vis through the same line. I bet I can resolve this if I can figure out a good way to get... some other stuff. But hey, there we go. 2 soul fragments combined with some zombie brains and what was it, glass? Yeah, look at that. Cool. Brain in a jar. Sweet. I'm gonna go over here and place them like this. Just move 2 of these away and collect the books for them. And note that the brain in the jar is reducing my loss chance here, so that's really good. It means I won't have as much chance to lose items. So let's research our discoveries that we made earlier. The thaumic crystallizer. Ooh, I got a fragment. Nice. See? Reason I did that. And concentrated vis. Alright, didn't get a fragment there, but let's research this guy. See, we're down to a 70% chance of loss. That's kind of neat. Ooh, vampiric enchantment. That sounds cool. Let's check that out. Notice he did make, either this is faster because of my brains in the jar, or from a change in the patch. Beats me. Vampiric enchantment, huh? Let's check this guy out. Weapons imbued with this enchantment have a chance to drain some of the life energy. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So looks like I need to get one of those enchanting tables at some point. But there's a lot of things I got to research. One thing I would like to research especially here, we're good with zombie brains, but I'd like to research some crystals. I happen to have some vaporous with me, but maybe I want to head back to my base for a minute and see. I just want to make sure that I have a good amount of crystals available. So let's pop through here. What do I got? I should have my crystals probably in my Thaumcraft room anyway. So let's do that. I'm moving them. Hooray! What do we want to research here? I got my books in there. That's good. Let's do that. I have a lot of vaporous, quite a few tainted crystals, as a matter of fact. Let's throw a few vaporous in there. There's something in particular I'm going for here. Ooh, I got a fragment. I'm going to research that guy. Cool. 37% chance of success on that. Arcane Focus Air. Hey, that's cool. One of the Arcane Focus things. I'm definitely going to research that thing. But that's not what I was looking for. I'm going to let this guy research up and I'll be back. Ooh, and it's a tricky difficulty at that, huh? 40% chance of success. 11% chance of failure. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, hey, look at that. What do we got? Discovery, Arcane Focus. Nice. And I've got that Vampiric enchantment too. It has a medium range and spread, but has improved speed. So the air Arcane Focus is pretty neat. Loving it. I'm going to store these in here just temporarily. I'll research them in a bit. But I want to go back to researching crystals, because there's something in particular I'm looking for. And I'm going to go with Vaporous again. Because, yeah, why not, right? I just got the air one, so maybe, statistically speaking, I have a better chance of getting what I'm looking for. Come on, give me a little bit better luck than 17% chance of success, would you, buddy? Hey, there we go. Fragment of Lost Knowledge. That's kind of neat. Alright, get this guy out of there. Come on, 37% chance of success. Woot! Charm of Vigor. Don't know what that is, but Charm of Life. Cool. Torturous difficulty. Oh my god. Alright. Well, that was cool. I got 2 theories out of that. So why don't I research them real quick and see what it is. And I still haven't gotten the item I'm looking for. Oh my. So this Charm of Vigor, huh? Check this out. 5% chance of success. 20% chance of failure. I'm going to go ahead and say it might not be researchable right now without some serious upgrades in the table. So I'm going to hold on to that guy. But I'm going to check out what my Charm of Life does. That looks like a neat little guy. Kept on your person. Ooh, continually regenerate your health. Keep in mind that it can wear out and will be destroyed if overused. Neat. I like the sounds of that. I'm going to have to remember that guy too. I wonder if researching these depleted crystals would have any use. Success chance is very low on those. Wow, that's a really low chance of success. I don't want to do that. Maybe some of the tainted crystals that I have. I'm really like aiming for a specific item here and I'm not getting any luck. Ooh, again, a low chance of success. Let's throw a couple more. Why are my success chances so low all of a sudden? Let me get some more books and I'll be right back. Researching a few earthen crystals here, see if I can't get any luck out of it. Don't want to get too low on crystals now, but I do really want to research them because there's something I'm gunning for. Come on, dude, hook me up. Alright, well I found a Thaumic Restorer recipe. That's kind of cool, and I got another Charm of Vigor. Ha! That's funny. Should probably just throw this in here with this one. I guess they won't stack. Oh wait, look at that. One's tricky and one's torturous. Ooh, well I can research the easier one. That would be neat. And what's this Thaumic Restorer do? Is that the repair block? I'm thinking it might be. It's got a pretty high success rate, being only moderate difficulty. Thaumic Restorer, huh? What do we got? Repair damage to any items. Alright. That sounds cool. Requires Vs to function. I'm going to hang on to this guy too. I want to make him soon. We're getting a little long in this episode though, so I'm probably going to have to wrap up pretty soon. But I want to see if I can research Vs conduits and get anything specifically cool out of them. Guessing not so much, huh? Only 1% chance? Yeah, not going to worry about that. Alright, enough researching for now. I'm going to come back next episode and research a bit more and see if I can't get the item that I'm looking for. Alright guys, one more thing I want to do before wrapping up this episode. I got myself a machine block here. Crafting a battery. Sounds like Direwolf's probably making some kind of neat little block. What could he be up to? Got myself some copper cables, some coal dust. Dun dun dun. Well, definitely a generator of some kind, right? Totally. And then I'm gonna probably get myself a couple of these guys. Gonna need one more iron ingot turned into a refined iron. There we go. So, generator, electronic circuit. You guys have seen me craft a solar panel before, haven't you? Oh yeah, totally. Solar panels are cool. But I'm not crafting a solar panel. I'm crafting myself a solar helmet. Nice. You need either an iron helmet or just 5 pieces of iron ingots. And it just so happens that a while back I found an iron helmet on a zombie that I killed. So let's use it, right? And of course you need some copper wiring to help attach it under your head here. But the solar helmet, when you place it on, right up here, ta-da, looking cool, will passively charge up your backpack just a little bit. That's right, I wear a solar helmet now. Solar helmets are cool. So definitely enjoy this thing. It'll charge up my backpack for me and just do a little bit of cool stuff. Ooh, zombie brain. Ooh, and creeper. I did swing by my little reed farm over there and harvested a bit of that. I'm going to run around out here, see if there's any more zombie brains laying around. Maybe upgrade my thaumatorium, off camera between this episode and next. Some other things I might want to do is get some more recyclers downstairs, maybe craft a few more solar panels, just to get more stuff going on. I've noticed my recyclers getting backed up quite a bit. One of them is not nearly enough for all the items coming in from my quarry, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. And then I probably should go mining. I have a little bit of mining to do. And then I'll come back next episode, and I'm not quite sure what I'll do yet. I think it's about time to get into forestry a little bit. I definitely want to get a peat farm going, because peat will be nice for a lot of the forestry stuff in the future. And I should also start working on some bees. At the very least, I want to get bees, because it allows for making some better pipe waterproofing and a little bit more efficiently. And there's some really cool stuff you can do with bees. If you guys haven't kept up with forestry, you're definitely missing out on a lot of the changes. Bees have been completely revamped and are completely different from what they used to be like. Wow, like crazy time. So, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 16 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'm going to be expanding that liquid transport system and the item transport system quite a bit in the future. At least I hope to. I guess we'll see what happens. Alright guys, take it easy.